Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's well this morning. I wanted to welcome everyone to our virtual first annual meeting here today. Gary Bernicer, your president. To my left is Deb Hansen, our president-elect. We had a little bit of technical difficulties this morning, but we have made it work. So first of all, I'd like to start out by calling the meeting to order. Just a couple simple rules this morning as far as our guidelines go. We will have a question and answer at the very end. I would ask that there's a Q&A box, not the chat, that any questions during this time, you can just, anytime during the meeting, you can ask a question and we'll get to those questions at the very end and answer those. All participants will be muted during this meeting. And we will be doing a prize drawing at the very end, so stay tuned. Deb Hansen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So our first item of business is exciting news. Our office here at RANWW is open to members. With that said, we are asking that you make appointments whenever possible. In-person meetings, of course, are absolutely acceptable. But however, just try to make an appointment so that we know we are accommodating and not having too many people in the building at one time. Also, there is a sign-in sheet and it will be mandatory with the date and time for anyone who enters the office. The information is just there for our local health departments if need be. We do have cleaning and sanitization schedules in place. Masks are optional and hand sanitizer is available. The conference center will be opening on June 22nd and it is limited at this time to 10 individuals, and that includes all people participating in trainings as well as the presenter or instructor. New member orientation. Boy, it's been a long time since we've had that. I have to say I've been kind of missing it. I'm one of the instructors, and I'm excited to say we're starting it again in July. So we have 6 sessions currently scheduled, so stay tuned for that. Up next, we have Bruce King with our government affairs update.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Deb. We'll give you just a very brief update on a couple of things that we are currently working on. One is association health plans. Just before COVID-19 really took hold in March, we had contacted our members of Congress, Congressman Kine, and we were waiting for the 7th Congressional District election to be done. Congressman Tom Tiffany now has been seated, and he took office here about a month ago. We are also working with our legislative delegation here in the state of Wisconsin to not only inform and engage them in this process, but to also solicit their assistance in working with Congressman Kind and Tiffany to get the ball rolling at the federal level. Obviously, there's a lot of things going on right now and everyone's plate is extremely full. But we feel it is important enough that we need to keep this on the front burner. So we did share with our team back in March, Brenda's wonderful video that very astutely explained what our concerns were. We sent a second video to our legislative delegations, our YouTube video, that a number of our members explaining their concerns with healthcare. Those letters probably are reaching our members as early as today. So we are again keeping that in the forethought of everyone's minds. One other thing that we are watching, the State Assembly is done for the year. The State Senate still is discussing whether they're going to have one more floor session or not. That's important to you as a member because we have about 4 bills still waiting. They've been approved by committee, they've been approved and passed on from the Assembly, but But those bills include some very important things that WRA discussed with us at Realtor and Government Day back in February. One being legislation seeking to clarify that all waterfront property owners, even those with land abutting flowages and artificial waterways, have the right to place a pier. That has been a long time discussion that we've had. Another one is legislation that modifies the seller disclosure report. Again, that is very important to you as a realtor. Legislation requiring a home inspector to label the inspection report items identified as a defect during the home inspection and to provide a summary page as part of the inspection. And also a number of our workforce housing initiatives that we passed along. 2 or 3 of those have already passed, but a couple more are still sitting in the Senate. The longer we get into summer, the least the chances that we will see the Senate get on the floor. Talking to our leadership team at WRA last week, they're thinking maybe a 50-50 chance of seeing something in August to get those bills through. But again, the longer we go, the less our chances, and we'll have to bring those back next year. Last but not least, this morning, a couple of very important reports came out. U.S. retail sales surged 17.7% last month. And the National Association of Home Builders this morning, about 30 minutes ago, reported that their newly built single-family home index jumped 21 points to one of its highest levels in the last 10 years. So let's keep our fingers crossed that the recovery continues to keep moving. So that's our report. Please stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bruce, for that. A lot of important information for our membership. Sure. Thank you, Brendan. And now I have Scott Rohde, our treasurer, joining me to discuss our leadership elections and online voting. In accordance with the RANWW bylaws, it is hereby noticed to the RANWW membership that the following individuals have been nominated by the RANWW Nominations Committee and ratified by the RANWW Board of Directors on May 20th, 2020. They will run for open positions during the 2020-2021 leadership year. Additionally, each individual has replied and executed the RANWW consent to serve. Each candidate is ready and willing to serve if elected to the office upon which they are campaigning for. First up for the opening up of the treasurer position, we have Martha DeLong of Edina Realty Hayward and Julie Floor of Keller Williams Realty Diversified Chautauqua.
Thank you, President-elect Deb Hansen. We also have a board of directors position available, and our nominee is from Wisconsin Realty LLC and Barron. It's my friend Judy Nichols. And normally at this time, we could take nominations from the floor, but because we are virtual, we have to go to Plan B, which is additional candidates for the open positions may be placed on the ballot by a petition signed by at least 25 of the members eligible to vote. The petition, A, must be on a properly executed petition and must be received by the association's executive vice president no later than June 25th. And B, must be signed by any potential nominee wherein such nominee agree to serve if elected. Such petition may be signed electronically. Any such nomination shall be deemed approved and said nominee shall be added to the election ballot. The election ballot slate shall be deemed approved unless at least 25 members file objections to the ballot with the association's executive vice president no later than June 25th. The forms can be found on our RANWW website.
Thank you, Scott. And just a little recap on that. Again, like Scott said, in a normal meeting, we would absolutely encourage nominations from the floor. This year, our meeting format is different. However, we still are welcoming nominations from the floor. So in layman's terms, should you wish to nominate a candidate, you will fill out a form that you'll find on our website, get it to the association's executive vice president, make sure that that form is signed by the potential nominee, and all nominations will be approved and added to the ballot unless 25 members or more file objections to the ballot. Please reach out to us with any questions. We're here to help. Thank you so much. And next up, we have the Northwestern Wisconsin MLS Chair-elect Todd Schwartz and our Northwestern Wisconsin MLS Administrator Tricia Hampton.
All right, thanks, Deb. Again, my name is Todd Schwartz, and this is Tricia. We're here with the MLS to talk about a few things. Tricia, you want to start out with the new app that we have here?
Absolutely. Thanks, Todd. We, as the MLS, brought in Forewarn. That is a safety app for all NWWMLS members. So if you have a Matrix login, you do have the app, the safety app. The safety app is something that you can do. You search by name and by phone number. What that does is it basically gives you a background check on that person. It gives you personal history along with financial and criminal history, and just know that this is all public information. We are currently at a 34% adoption rate, so we would really like to see more participation in that. Again, this is a free safety app, so anybody that you know that isn't using it, or if you yourself are not using it, please reach out to us here at the association. Everybody did receive an email with how to register and get the app. If you didn't receive that, let us know, and there will be another message of the day put out there for you guys to be able to get the app if you have it.
Excellent. Thanks, Tricia. Now we have a few fields in Matrix that we want to discuss. The first one that we have is now there is a rent lease available for rental properties, which is not for sale properties, but for rental properties. With this, it then directly feeds to Realtor.com, Zillow, and Homes.com. So a free option for those people who need rental or are doing rental properties that feed directly to those. So a great option that we now do have.
And then we also have our new fields, which is co-list and co-sell agents. That is available now to NWWMLS members only. Anybody outside of our MLS are still unable to be co-listed or mentioned on the listings. However, if you are co-listing with somebody within your office or one of the other offices in our membership, you guys now have the ability to do the co-list and co-sell agent.
We also have a live stream open house URL and virtual open house, which is available, obviously MLS there. So that's a great area, and we're going to keep going with that too.
Yep.
Even through past COVID. So that's going to be an option available for you.
And then the last thing for the Matrix updates, we do have a Matrix 8.4 update that CoreLogic did. There's some information of it on our website, RANWW.org. There's also going to be some more new looks and new updates coming very soon as far as CMA and stuff like that to our CoreLogic Matrix. So keep an eye out for that.
Now moving forward with fines and dues. With fines, we just have one topic that we want to talk about a little bit. We're still experiencing issues with photographs. If you have a residential property, you have to have a non-exterior elevation photo. We're still receiving a lot of missing photos, photos of water, photos of forests, trees, whatever. If you're listing a home, it has to be a
It has to be an exterior elevation photo.
Thank you. Non-exterior elevation. That's what I remember. Thank you, Tricia. So very, very simple. That is our biggest obstacle that we're having right now in fines. So if you could, that one rule will help us tremendously. Now with dues, we had a few people kind of express some concern with paying dues through COVID, which we are still operating through right now through these times. But the MLS did not have any, all costs remain the same. We have our administrative was still full staff. We are an essential business, so we did not, all our tasks, all our options, everything that we provided are still there. So this is why we did not eliminate or reduce dues. We have a budget to abide by, and this is the reason. So, and then the last but not least.
Last but not least, we do have two social media webinars coming up. I know the first one is June 18th. I would really love it. We would all love it if you guys would tune into that. They're going to be kind of going over how to advertise on social media and stay compliant with ethics and state policy. And then there's going to be some tips and tricks for advertising on social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, stuff like that.
All right. Thank you. We have one more. Deb and Gary will be back here to close out the seminar here.
Thank you.
Last but not least, guys, just kind of an update on future events here. It's unfortunate this morning that I do have to report that our golf outing plan for this year has been postponed until next year. I guess you guys can probably understand why. Our installation banquet here in September is, we don't have an exact date yet. We're still waiting for more guidance from the event place to see what we can and cannot do yet. So that one is still a TBD at this point. We're looking at a possible blood drive and a parking lot party. More information to come on those events possibly. And again, if you guys have some suggestions or some ideas of things you'd like to see, maybe this late summer, early fall, please let us know. At this point, we'll open it up to questions that came in.
No questions.
Wow, you guys are making it pretty easy this morning. Well, just like any questions, if you guys do have questions for us, I mean, we're always available. You can go to the website. You can click on my email, Deb's email, Brenda's email, any of the board members. We can help try and answer your questions. It's been a challenging time, challenging year for all of us. We've all had to adapt. Our virtual first annual.
Our virtual meeting.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a challenge to figure out how to do this and do it well. So we hope that you've enjoyed this first virtual meeting.
Absolutely. If you guys have some questions, comments, or what you thought of the event today, please let us know. If this is something you guys like, we can continue this on an annual basis. It's kind of nice. We can get to the facts, so we can get you in and out in less than a half hour.
But you know what? The one thing that's missing is the personal contact.
Yes.
And I know we're all missing that, and that's all part of it. So thank you for pivoting and shifting with us.
Yes. Well, now we'll get to the fun part. We have our prize drawing today. Everyone that had signed up for the event, his name has been put into the basket. We only have one rule. That is, you must be present to win. So I think that means I won, Deb won, Todd won, and you guys are all up. No, I'm just kidding. We'll start with the first prize. We're going to give away this RANWW
This is awesome.
cooler.
It's kind of a cooler, kind of a trunk organizer. You can put all your paperwork in here. Who's that?
Alex Hartung.
Alex Hartung.
I'll put the name right in the little gift so we remember.
Perfect.
Yeah, just contact the association, contact Brenda or Trish, and we'll make arrangements to get your gift to you.
And next up, we have a really nice Wisconsin cutting board.
Belinda Onish.
Perfect. Congratulations, Belinda. And next up, we have a cute little tumbler, perfect to take on the boat. Put in your favorite Kool-Aid.
All right, well, Stacy McKinney.
Oh, Stacy, you're probably not going to need this. I'll take care of it for you. we have this is fun, little key ring.
I think it's lighted too, Deb.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, press a little button.
Oh, double says a flashlight when you're showing houses in the dark.
I like that.
Perfect.
And our last winner today, Rana Beck.
Congratulations, Rana.
This concludes, guys, our virtual annual meeting. I'm sorry, Brenda?
There was a question about wanting to meet all the staff at the RANWW office, and can they parade through the screen? So, why, yes, I will get Jane, and then we will parade them through the screen. Feel free to start.
Okay. Well, everyone has met Trisha.
Trisha?
Okay.
Otherwise known as Dancing Girl.
You're up next, Bruce.
Bruce, you're up.
Yeah. Yeah. Bruce will kind of like parade through. There you are.
Louisa? Louisa's our newest addition.
And of course, Brenda.
Hi. Come on, Jane.
Where do I stand?
You stand right next
Where's
to
the
me.
spot that I stand?
Just shrink a little.
Next to Gary.
Yeah, and Jane. These are all the faces that you talk to when you do call the board office here.
Oh, I meet at all of them.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
James says hi to everyone.
Thank you, Janie.
All right.
thanks for having me.
You are welcome, Mary Jo.
All right. Well, this is weird and fast and no lunch.
Well, I'm hungry still, but you guys, thanks everyone again
Thank
for
you so much.
attending
Questions?
this
No.
virtual meeting. We appreciate your time today. Again, if you have questions, concerns, please let us know. That's what we're here for. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day, everyone.
Have a great day.